being a student athlete is already challenging. It already takes a certain level of discipline, commitment. But the COVID year, being so far removed from it from so many years now, reflecting on that, it's like crazy. So every single day was different. I think the strangest part was not having the fans there. Like, we were playing in front of...
What is a silent gym like?
We literally had cutouts of fans. Like, we were playing in front of cardboard.
Special guest on Hail to Her, we've got Hailey Brown today. I'm so excited to interview her. She is a Michigan basketball alum and a business owner of a hair extension company and such a role model for young athletes, partnering with them in NIL and doing all of the things. So thanks so much for being here. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Hailey. Excited to be here.
Yeah, so special. This is literally the ultimate Hail to Her episode because both of our names are Hailey, so yes. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so much to talk to you about. You are a Michigan basketball alum. You graduated in the COVID year, which is kind of a crazy, it is the craziest time ever that I've been alive. And I want to talk about you playing at Michigan in your career and playing under KBA, one of our former Hail to Her guests. So tell me about that.
Okay, lot to unpack there.
Yes.
Addressing KBA first, I have a great relationship with her. I love her coaching style, all of that. We had a really interesting relationship. She recruited me from a very young age, so that was a big piece for me coming to Michigan, is already having that relationship, and we've continued that since graduating. I graduated in 2021. Every time I come back, I try to sneak into her office and get that one-on-one time with her that I would have as a player. And then for COVID, now, being a student athlete is already challenging. It already takes a certain level of discipline, commitment. But the COVID year, being so far removed from it from so many years now, reflecting on that, it's like crazy. It required a different level of discipline, commitment, because you're in a sense isolated from things. So that it was tough. It was tough. And my junior and senior years were both impacted by it. Yeah.
So what was that like to be in college and playing a sport when the whole world was shutting down?
It was weird.
Yeah. What was your day-to-day life like?
That's the thing. It changed every single day. I mean, I remember sometimes on a game day, we would have our morning shoot around and not even know if we were going to be playing, because we would have to wait for our test results to come back and the opponent's test results to come back. And I think it happened twice where there were positive results, so our games got canceled. Like, we would go on about our day, shoot around, have our pregame meeting, take our naps, show up for the game, and then be told, the game's canceled. So every single day was different. I think the strangest part was not having the fans there. Like, we were playing in front of...
What is a silent gym like?
We literally had cutouts of fans. Like, we were playing in front of cardboard, and that was different. Not fun, because you feel the energy off of your fans. It's part of the atmosphere.
Did you feel like you could get ready for a game, like pregame? Like, was the energy how did you supplement your personal vibe? Yeah,
we had to lean in on each other, and that's why I think out of all of my years, that year, my junior year and senior year, we were the most connected because we were dealing with all of this stuff that only we understood. But it was tough. We had to feed off of each other.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I was in high school when all of this was happening, and I thought that was a lot. But being in college and a top sport like that, it's really crazy that you had to deal with that. But your whole career wasn't completely affected by it. You had played since you were a freshman and were an impact player. Tell me how you were able to translate so well and what your actual on-court experience was like.
Yeah, I think, and I credit my national team experience to transferring to my college experience. I was a 4-year starter, and at the time, that's not something that was seen often. But playing for Team Canada and getting that international play, competing in FIBA Americas and World Championships and playing against all these other countries, that I think gave me an advantage coming in. So I definitely credit Team Canada for that. And then just the coaching staff, they here prepared me as well for anything that was coming. My freshman year, I had a world championship, so I had a unique summer, but I never felt like I was missing anything. Like they made sure that I was prepared for the moment I stepped onto campus.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's current Canadian national team players in our program now. So obviously not being from the US, tell me about your upbringing in Canada and how that made you successful playing basketball in the States.
Yeah, I started playing I was older. A lot of people start playing when they're much younger. I was in the 7th grade when I started playing basketball. Didn't know how to do a layup, didn't know how to do anything. I was into soccer. I always loved sports, but basketball just wasn't something that I picked up on. I wasn't introduced to it until I was approached on a soccer field for my height. Like they were like, you need to be playing basketball. And I'm like, what? Like, no way. I declined it. I said no. And my coaches at the time, they weren't, but they were approaching me. They were like, no, like there's so many opportunities for you and you should just give it a try. Like just come to one of our practices. And then my mom's like, okay, Hailey, like, should we do it? And I'm like, fine. Cause I was just getting approached nonstop. I wanted to focus on soccer. I played soccer at a rep level too. So I went to the practice and I actually hated it. And they were like, just stick with it, like keep it up. And then from there,
what didn't you like about it?
It was just different. Like, I don't even know. I think I needed to give it more time. It was a new sport. So they were like, just stick with it. Then I ended up falling in love with it. I stuck with the sport. By the time I was in like grade 8 the next year, I was already playing for Team Canada. And I think that gave like another element of loving the sport even more because there's no higher honor than representing your country. And I was doing it at a very young age. So then there was that. And then recruiting started to happen. And I was like, wait, I can go to school, full scholarship. I can be a part of March Madness and experience all of these things. Like, absolutely. So when high school came, my focus was like, I'm going to get a scholarship and I'm going to be a top player in the country. My senior year of high school, I transferred to a prep school. Doesn't exist anymore, but at the time in Ontario, they had OSBA. So that was just like prep schools around the area, stronger league, further development for your game. And that was a sacrifice for me because, your senior year, you're like leaving your friends behind. You have prom, you have grad, all of those things. I had to leave behind because I wanted to get ready for my freshman year. And so my senior year was like super crucial in my development, going into the summer being with Team Canada and then Team Canada coming into Michigan for.
Wow. Yeah. What was your most favorite memory from Team Canada?
So many. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'd have to say 2017 World Championship, we medaled. We got a bronze medal at the World Championship, which was the first in history. So that was fun. Yeah. That was amazing.
That's awesome. And seeing Sila and Mila doing something similar is probably pretty cool for you too.
It's so cool. And like Natalie Achanwa, assistant coach, she's also Canadian and she's like a legend.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so did you get another year of eligibility because of COVID or no?
I didn't really understand like how that worked.
Okay.
I believe so because I know some of my teammates that I played with during COVID, they took an extra year. For me, I didn't want to.
You were done.
Yeah, I was done.
That's what I was going to ask you because you've transitioned like fully into business. Like you were doing so amazing right now. But I was like, I wonder if she had the opportunity to come back, if she would have. But okay, what did you do right after you graduated?
Right after I graduated, I always knew I wanted to have a business. I just didn't know how quick it was going to come about. And I was pondering starting my business or going back to school to get my master's. And I was preparing to get my master's. I was enrolled for a school. And at the same time, I think May, I started to do some work about like okay, how can I get my hair extension company going? So I did a lot of back end work for it. But still in my head, I was going to school in September. I was enrolled. Come August, I was like, I don't want to go back to school. Like, I just want to be full on with my business. And so I went fully in.
So what did the beginning process of that look like? Like, what was your week looking like?
Yeah, I will say, thankfully, I come from a family of women entrepreneurs. So
that's really cool.
I definitely was able to lean on my sisters and my mom, who have helped with the establishment of my business. A lot of the back end stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think of. But it was a lot of research, a lot of sampling products, a lot of figuring out the kind of brand that I want, mission statements, all of that stuff before going full on with the launch.
That's like really cool too, because when you look at your business's profile on social media, it really is like sleek by Hailey. Like, it literally is. When I look at it, I'm like, everything's such a specific vibe. Like, it really speaks a certain way. And I'm sure like that's literally just you and your brand, but it is really cool. So what inspired some of that vibe that your business gives off?
I feel like I'm a very simple person. I'm the type of person, I like what I like, and I'm going to stick with that regardless of like what's trending. Now, on the flip side, as a business owner, of course, you have to keep up with the trends. But like me personally, Hailey speaking, I like what I like. I feel like I'm kind of boring too, but I do like the sleek, modern, clean look. And I wanted to have a brand that represented that too, but also welcomed community.
Yes. Okay.
So that's kind of the backstory of that.
Okay. Elaborate on your personal like brand, like what your go-to look is. Like, what is that?
My go-to look is sweats. Like, I still feel like I'm an athlete.
Yeah. No, literally.
I thrive in my sweatsuits. But I love blazers. Like, I love an oversized blazer. Really just simple things. Like, I like combat boots.
Yeah.
Very, very minimal.
Yeah, but I like that because your brand, like, you can style, like, your hair really is the look. Like, I've seen from your social media, and we're going to put this in here, like, there's so many different outfits, and there was one of you, like, you did a no makeup look. And I'm like, it literally, like, the hair really does, like, dress up everything that you do and wear. So I think that's really cool too, because there's so many different options.
Thank you. I appreciate, because again, everyone has their own style. Everyone has their own thing. For me, I don't really wear a lot of makeup, but I do I feel like a look is completed with like my hair being done.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
I know I'm going to I need that. I'm like, now that I'm a former athlete, I'm like, I need to figure out how to not have to put makeup on to feel like put together, because I'm not putting on a uniform. So maybe get my hair done. Like,
I got you, girl.
I'm going to you. Okay. So tell me about your partnership in doing business with athletes, because we kind of talked about previously that you weren't playing in the era of NIL, but you are doing business now with athletes at Michigan and beyond, I'm sure. So tell me about your business in that space.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing prior to this whole realm of NIL existing is, like, as student athletes, we weren't able to accept gifts. And then you were able to experience that change where you could accept gifts. And so how I work with student athletes now, I have a great relationship with Julie and Mo from the Academic Center.
Shout out. Love you guys.
Yes, they're the best. And just trying to find ways to not only grow my business, but I do like to do community work too, especially when it comes to athletes. So we were figuring out how to tie in like my business and working with the school. So that's kind of what we did. We're able to supply hair extensions of choice for athletes, and they can help build their brand and their portfolio with however they please. And it's kind of like a two-parter. Like, I can build my business and they can build their business and their brand as well.
That's awesome. So are they reaching out to you and being like, we'd love to partner? Or like, what does the actual like logistic kind of thing look like?
So last year, well, that's 2026 now.
Yeah.
Not last year. 2024 is when I first spoke with Julie about kind of what we could do. And we tested it out a little bit there were a few athletes that we thought would be great to work with or whatever. And then 2025, I actually was at the career fair and
I didn't know you were there.
Yeah,
I was
there. I was there. And that was so fun. I met so many athletes. We had like over 50 people sign up and be interested in it, having a partnership. So I really enjoyed that. And then from there, my team and I selected athletes that we tried to get a range of different sports, different hair textures and all of that. We just selected from that list, and we're going to continue to do that throughout the years.
I really love that because when you think of NIL, a lot of deals aren't tailored to women, or they are kind of a, like, how would I even describe it? Like, men and women could do the deal, but like having a brand that is literally like tailored to women and then makes you feel girly as like an athlete, that kind of thing is really cool. And I wish this has been going on for a longer time, you know?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay. A lot of your experience in college too was without NIL. Like it wasn't happening. So tell me about that and your reactions to kind of this new world of NIL. Like, are you upset that you didn't experience it?
I'm not upset. I think it's so interesting because I forget one of my classes, I had to write a paper. I wrote a paper on this topic. I saw that there was going to be a change. So I actually wrote a paper on this of how I believe that student athletes do deserve to get some kind of compensation. Like, yes, we do get our full scholarship. Everything is taken care of. We are in great hands, but there is a little bit more. Like, I think it's okay to accept gifts. If brands want to send things, like, you should be able to do that. But how it is right now, I think if I was a student athlete, I would be very overwhelmed. It seems like it's hard to understand what's going on. And it's very much like the top, and then like, what about the people that aren't getting those opportunities? Yeah. And I think from a team perspective, that could cause some friction. It's creating separation, but I don't know. I feel like I'm for it, but I feel like there needs to be a little bit more structure with it.
Some control.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's so true. And it's just so hard to be a non-revenue generating sport, or even just like anyone in sport, because it's not about the camaraderie or the morale and being like a Michigan woman anymore, or man. It really is about, okay, who's gonna give me the most money, or who's gonna get me the best NIL deals. And like, I'm just glad that I was, and I'm sure you are, we're in the era of like being fully invested in the university.
Right. Yeah. It has completely changed college sports. Whether you want to say in a good way or a bad way, it's changed it. Yeah. And so it's just keeping up with the times. I mean, we'll see what happens with it, but like you said, I can definitely see how the impact that it's had on everybody.
Yeah. Do we think that it's gonna be regulated at some point? I don't know anything really in terms of what they're looking for in the future, but is it gonna be regulated?
I feel like it will. I just don't know how and what that looks like. I don't know.
There's already so much that has happened. Right? So it's like, how do we backtrack?
I don't know. Because at the end of the day, like, we're dealing with professional athletes now. As soon as you talk about paying someone to come to a school and be a part of a program and get these deals, like, this is no longer just a student athlete. Like, this is a professional athlete. So even from an academic perspective, it changes things.
Yeah. From a business owner perspective, how do you think the future of that looks like? I know some businesses are just like directly paying athletes. Like, do you see that in your future of your business, or what do you see the expansion of your NIL and business partnerships with athletes? Yeah. What do you see that gonna?
I definitely think right now, as I'm still trying to grow my business, I'm loyal to Michigan.
Yes,
but I could see expanding into other athletes at different schools, and being able to have a stronger budget for those athletes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how can you promote your type of business? Like what would make it grow? I know you do a lot of like sending, like your products will be in style, like with stylists and different salons. So how do you grow as a business owner?
Visibility and exposure is definitely the biggest thing. And I'm just actually signed with a new marketing and branding agency. So
very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's very exciting. But especially having an e-commerce business, like you're not getting the day-to-day face-to-face interactions that you would at like a brick and mortar. So your exposure and the visibility is huge for your store.
And so before you signed with this marketing agency, you were doing the social and like you've handled your business and like the look and the vibe and the ideas that we've talked about. Did you have to teach yourself?
I've had a lot of support. I've had social media support. Like I've had my own team, but I wanted to be more like the creative side of things. And so I needed to bring on a stronger team that can offer that, with freeing up some of my time to do more of like the founder stuff with my business.
Yeah, especially in this day and age, I feel like you have to be so on top of the trends and being like visible on social media.
And I'm not really the best at that.
So, I mean, I would never know because your stuff looks great.
Well, I mean, I've had the help. I've had social media managers. I've had social media support, content creators, website support, all of that kind of stuff. But being with a marketing and branding agency that can kind of source and do everything from that standpoint is going to allow me to have more time to do more partnership and figure out different ways to expand the business.
Yeah. And having the athletes too, just tag you and show their hair. Like that was how I found you.
Oh, good.
Like I knew who you were. I mean, you had no idea who I was, but like, that's how people know your business. And like having the athletes do that is just like kind of free advertisement, not really free, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So pivoting a little bit, part of your social platform, you talk a lot about wellness and being a fit woman and a former athlete. So talk me through your mentality after graduating and playing a sport and how you stay fit, because I need some like lessons.
No, this is a good subject. Definitely after I graduated, like my senior year, I was towards the end of it. I was done. Like I was ready to wrap it up. So after graduation and after the tournament, which we went to the Sweet 16, after that, I took time off. I was like, I don't even want to think about working out. Like, I get it. Nothing. I don't even want to go to the gym. Like, I'm cool off of that. But as time went on, I felt like my body was craving it still. You know, like I still had this energy that needed to be released and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I wasn't moving, like mobility changed. So I was like, I need to get back in the gym. And I also like being able to feel strong. Like being able to
feel
move.
like you can move and like do something. Yeah.
So I feel like my wellness journey really picked up 2 years ago. Where I have a whole team of people, trainers, coaches, therapists, like chef, everything.
That's
to just
awesome.
kind of keep the machine going, because it's a vessel. Like you need to take care of it. And I think after graduating, I kind of had like an identity crisis of like, well, I'm not playing basketball anymore. Like I'm not an athlete. I've been an athlete my entire life. Like this is all I know. When people see me, like they know me as a basketball player. And 2 years ago, it was like I realized I'm still an athlete. I'm not competing. And that kind of changed everything for me. Like, I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to do this. I'm going to eat clean, all of that stuff. And yeah, that's where the journey started for it, for real.
Yeah. It's so hard because you've been taught a way to do literally every aspect of your life, how to eat, how to train, how to be on time, how to like literally go about every aspect of your day. So like, I'm kind of in that crisis. I'm like grateful to be in Ann Arbor, but like I literally am trying to figure out how to do everything right now. And so it gives me some hope. And I'm sure a lot of women and people out there that like, you will figure it out. And like, you're still an athlete.
Right.
And cause that's the biggest thing too. I'm like, I have been playing since I was 4 years old.
Wow. And I think it's fine to like, you don't have to be competing to still identify as an athlete. Like now I'm like, no, I'm still an athlete, and because it's part of you. Like I saw what happened when I wasn't working out, when I wasn't doing that. I still needed it. And so that just told me that I still need to do what I need to do. Yeah. Definitely you'll figure it out. You need some time.
Yeah. So what kind of workouts are you doing right now?
Okay. So I do Pilates, I do boxing, I do strength training.
Boxing.
Yes,
I love that.
I do love it. Strength training, conditioning, yoga.
Like you do it all. So is it like a different day you do something different, or what is your like
right
schedule?
Now I'm doing 2-a-days, like just like why?
I have like PTSD from that word,
but it's like it's understanding the different type of training. So yeah, I'm doing 2-a-days, strength training, yoga, or I'll do Pilates and then like boxing in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So tell me about your whole wellness team. Give me each person and what they're doing for you on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. So yeah, I do have a wellness team.
Girl boss, just saying.
Yep. So I have a chef. She does my meal planning, and I don't cook. So
okay.
Prior to having a chef, I would buy groceries and not cook them. So like that's a waste. And then I would just like Uber Eats. Me and Uber Eats, it was really bad. And I was like, you know what? We need to figure this out. So I have a chef.
What is she making for you? Like
whatever I want. Whatever groceries like I buy, she makes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So like I know you said you mentioned like eating clean. Mm-hmm. So did you have to cut out certain things once you like stopped playing and like started this journey? Like,
I mean, I have the biggest sweet tooth ever. I'm the type of person, like, I like everything: chocolate, candy, chips, ice cream, like
same,
all of it. I mean, I try to limit that, but I'm not gonna restrict myself. Like I'll have what I want. I try to focus on like proteins, though, low carbs. Again, having a chef definitely, it takes the thinking out of it for me, where
because you have to eat what's in front of you.
Exactly.
I'm sure.
And I don't have to think about it. Like it's just there. So that has helped a lot. Also like being a student athlete and being here, we are spoiled with everything, food, like everything. And then getting into like the real world of figuring things out for yourself. The meals and all of that, like it was just something.
What do you mean I have to like make breakfast, lunch, and dinner and everything in between?
Exactly. I'm not doing that. So check, we eliminated that. I have a bunch of trainers for the gym. Like depending on what my workout is, strength training. I have my Pilates coaches.
So is it all at one gym?
Yeah. My Pilates instructor is different because I do one-on-one with her, but my strength coach is at a gym. I have a massage therapist, Magic Hands. She's the best. I have energy healers. Like I have.
Wow. I'm going to need to get on this. I kind of love it.
A naturopath.
No wonder you're glowing.
True team. Thank you.
Yeah.
True team. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's so amazing to hear everyone in your team that's made you successful. And it really goes to show how you've been so great in your college career at Michigan and taken that into your business and being a lovely business owner and entrepreneur. So it was so nice to talk to you about all of this. It's so amazing that you're a Michigan alum and you're doing so well now. So thanks for being here, Hailey.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.